Hey guys, it's Tanya here. Thanks for watching. I'm getting back into the swing of it and I couldn't have picked a more perfect time. So you guys know that MAC recently launched a brand new highlighter collection. They launched 4 extra dimension skin finishes is what they're calling them, but they are essentially highlighters. And these are going to be permanent. They're in the permanent line, so you don't have to worry about them selling out or being limited edition or anything like that. Then they also rebranded their strobe cream. I have the original strobe, but they've now called this Pink Light. So the original one is Pink Light, and they've launched 4 other colors: silver, gold, peach, and pink. I think those are the ones. There might be one more that I'm missing that I don't know about. But I have gold here and I have peach here. And I also have all 4 of the highlighters and the original strobe cream. So we're gonna go through everything in front of me. I've already worn these, I've gotten a feel for them, and I'm absolutely loving them. So we're gonna start with the original strobe cream, which is now branded Pink Light. And strobe cream is just one of these beautiful things that's super highly reflective. You're not gonna be able to see the swatches too well with the Diva light on. But this is the original. You can see the reflection there. It's quite pretty. I really love that. So strobe cream is something that you can mix into your foundation, or you can wear on its own. You can pat it onto your face. And it's basically like a luminescent cream that has a reflex in it that reflects a certain color. So as you can see, the gold one, which is right here, really reflects a yellowy tone. Brings out those really gorgeous gold shades, and it's really beautiful. These are also really, really reflective. The one I'm most excited about is Peach Light. I love the way peach reflects on pale skin. So there you can actually see the color difference. So that's gold and that's peach. So you can really see that gold has a very yellow tone and peach has a very peach tone. They're both beautiful, and I'm really excited to use these. The great thing about strobe cream from MAC is that you can mix it into your foundation, you can apply it straight to the face, you can use it just to brighten up the middle of your eyelids. There's so many uses for strobe cream. It's one of my favorite products of all time. Now, as for the highlights, they are in the extra dimension skin finish packaging. So they're like regular black MAC packaging. They have the extra dimension kind of pattern on them. They say MAC on the bottom with the embossed pattern, and then they have the lines. That's pretty typical for extra dimension skin finishes. They always come out with some sort of pattern on them. These were the original extra dimension skin finishes. They had the swoop. So this is kind of the new pattern. They have 4 colors, and they each have their own difference. So one of them is really subtle. One of them has a gorgeous duochrome shift. One of them is super bright. So let's go through them. So the first one is Soft Frost, and this is the lightest. It's actually a white that pulls pinky purple when you swatch it. And I'm gonna hopefully be able to get that shift for you guys on camera because it's gorgeous. This one has that really beautiful pinky purple look to it. Can you see that? It's like a super soft, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then the next lightest one is this one, and it's called Double Gleam. And it's kind of a champagne-y tone color. So when you see them just like this, you can't really tell the difference. But when you see them side by side, you'll really be able to see the difference in them, I'm hoping. Let me lower this light down a bit. I love the Diva ring light, but it really plays with, there we go. So see how this one definitely looks more white and purple, and this looks more champagne? The Diva light really plays with color. So let's swatch this one. So again, this one's called Double Gleam. And these ones are really pigmented. You don't need to rub on these a lot. This one is the one I was telling you guys. This is more your traditional highlighter. It's still really reflective, but it's kind of softer. It doesn't have that, like, I don't know, it's just a little bit more gentle on the skin, in my opinion. And then the next 2 are really close in color. This is Show Gold, and this is Beaming Blush. Show Gold is really interesting because it's a gold and peach mix, and Double Gleam, or Beaming Blush is the one that I wore the other day, and it's just this gorgeous, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a peachy gold. It's beautiful. So let's just watch both of these. So the first one is Show Gold, and this one also has that duochrome shift to it. So it starts out very pink, And then it switches to like a peach. It's on the bottom there. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see the shift. There's the peach. And then again, Beaming Blush is the one that I think is the most kind of in your face. It's really bright and really beautiful. But again, it doesn't have anything like super weird to it. It's not a duochrome. It doesn't have a shift. It's just a highlighter. So there's something for everybody in this new line. And if you're like me and you've just been waiting for MAC to launch a highlight line, these are right up your alley because they're beautiful. If you haven't already gone and checked these out at MAC, they have already come out in stores, so I highly suggest that you get to your local MAC and try them on. I also received a few pieces from the Christmas collection, so I just quickly want to go through them with you guys. So the Christmas collection packaging, first off, is amazing. I love this bright glossy pink and then the more deep purple matte on the bottom. I think it's very luxurious looking. They launched two, they're calling magic dust powders, but essentially these are shimmery blushes. They are super pigmented. So they've launched like face powders and skin finishes in the past, but they're not super pigmented, so you can get away with using them that way. But these are just straight up color, you guys. So the one that I like less is Yum Yum Yum. It's this really pretty blue toned pink. I find that it doesn't have the greatest payoff in color, which you guys know, I'm the first one to be honest. When there's something from MAC that I'm not a huge fan of, you guys are the first to know. This one, and it's not because it's a magic dust powder. It's just when you rub it, the payoff isn't there. It's a little bit patchy and it's not super smooth to apply, but that's Yum Yum Yum. And then the other one is the one that I'm in love with, and it's called Sweet Vision. And it's not just because it's coral, because you guys know I do love me some coral, but it's because one swipe. Do you see the difference? This is beautiful and smooth and gorgeous. Now these don't have glitter in them, but they are kind of more of a satin finish. They definitely have a little bit of a sheen to them, but there's no chunky glitter. It's nothing like that. I also want to point out that I love the gold. They put a gold rim in these. MAC's detailed packaging at Christmas time is just, it always blows my mind. When you open this up and you get that little pop of gold, I really love this packaging. And then I got one eyeshadow, and this one's in the color Dark Lullaby. And these are called Magic Dust eyeshadows as well. It's the same packaging, the bright pink, the deeper plum, and the gold. I don't know what makes these Magic Dust. I would say that they're pretty typical MAC satin formula. This one's exceptionally beautiful. It's kind of like this deepened plum. It's really, really beautiful. It's really, really pigmented, and it's a color that I'm really excited about using in a lot of tutorials. So yeah, I really like that color. And then two lipsticks, and again, the packaging just kind of transfers over. It's the bright pink, the matte plum, and then the gold rim, and it's also a gold tube, which I really liked. And I got two colors. Now I was surprised that there wasn't a red. And maybe MAC just feels like the red has been outdone, but at Christmas time, I just always look for that classic red. You guys, this is how pigmented that eyeshadow is. I have to really rub it off. But I got two of the lipsticks. I got the Amplified Cream Lipstick in Saucy Little Darling, which is probably my favorite of the two. It's a kind of coral toned pink. It's very beautiful, but it definitely has an orange hue to it that I love. So that's Saucy Little Darling. And then the other one I got is So Good For You, which is the more pink toned red. Now when it first came out of the tube, I was like, oh, that's the red. But when I look at it, it's definitely a pink tone. It's not classic red. It's a pink with a little bit of red in it. So those are the two lipsticks for the Christmas collection. So I think that about catches us up on all of the MAC stuff that is out. There's an amazing Christmas collection out. There's the 4 new highlighters, which I am loving. Think they're gorgeous. You should go check those out. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Because it is Christmas time and I tend to love highlight all the time, but I think at Christmas time you can really get away with that gleaming face, the bright cheeks. My next video is going to be all about my favorite highlighters. Everything from liquid, cream, drugstore, and high-end. I've laid them all out. I'm going to go through them all and tell you guys what are my absolute favorites. So that'll be the next video coming up on this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys in that one. Bye.